Good news for drivers who pay a lot in gas, right? The average price per gallon of gas in Pennsylvania is down about 20 cents in the last month. That is according to AAA.
However, the state's gas tax is still one of the highest in the country. Erie News Now state capitol correspondent Brendan Scanlon joins us live to fill us in on efforts in Harrisburg to reduce the 58-cent gas tax. Brendan.
Mike and Eva, good evening. And that's right, certainly a little bit of relief here in Pennsylvania, but we're still more than $1 from where we were at this point last year, and gas prices are still impacting the pockets of everyday Pennsylvanians. Now some lawmakers in Harrisburg are looking to provide even more relief at the pump by means of cutting the state's gas tax. Pennsylvania lawmakers like Senate President Pro Temp Sen Corman are pushing legislation to cut the state's gas tax, the third highest in the country. Corman is a sponsor of Senate Bill 10, also known as the Consumer Gas Prices Relief Act, which proposes to cut the gas tax by 1/3 or roughly 20 cents through the end of the year. As we know, Pennsylvania gas tax revenue plays a huge role in funding the state police and critical infrastructure projects. To offset the loss in revenue for infrastructure, his bill would require PennDOT to issue a $650 million bond to ensure critical projects remain funded. And originally, Corman's plan was to use $500 million American Rescue Plan dollars to fund the state police instead of their funding being diverted from the motor license fund. But when we spoke with him recently, he said that $500 million could instead come from the general fund because the fund is in such great financial shape. He says although his proposal is a short-term solution, funding state police through the general fund can provide long-term benefits.
Now the general fund is in much better shape. We're way ahead in our revenue collections. Moving, the $600+ million of state police annually out of the motor license fund into the general fund will go a long way to solving a lot of these problems.
And Democratic State Representative Tony DeLuca of Allegheny, also sponsoring gas tax relief legislation. His bill would fully suspend the state's gas tax and diesel tax for 6 months. DeLuca's House bill and Corman's Senate bill both waiting committee approval at this point in time. Live inside the state capitol for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon.